Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Well. Let me set something up real quick. Can you hear that? Good. Okay, good. All right. Sorry that took a while, but I'm here. It's Joshua Kujou clocking back in. Today we're gonna be continuing the Ace Attorney game, the first Phoenix Wright game. It's gonna be the second case, and we just started the trial phase, so we're going to the first day of the trial, and I think we're about to meet Edgeworth, and well, yeah, let's jump into it. Yeah. Oh wait, I need to plug in my headphones to my screen so I can hear the game. 1 second. I could hear the game. Hopefully the game music isn't too loud either. Sorry about that. Okay. Slow that. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Levels are fine? Okay, that's good. Miles Edgeworth. And better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicides down at the precinct. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. The murder scene, the Fae, and co-law officers. Now, detective, let's look at the court record real quick. Okay, this is just showing me the view of the room at the night of the murder from, I'm assuming, the witness's perspective. Okay. Now, detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Alright, witness testimony. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? She had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Miss Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Cross-examination. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Well, let's just press on everything, I guess. Who did you say got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much though. Right, please continue. There were two people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how it got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the two people you found at the scene were. Yes, sir. Okay. Defendant and lawyer. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. No, the secret of this game is to press on absolutely everything until you get something right. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Okay. Why is that? What's your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You did say it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Witness testimony. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin the cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Cross-examination. Hard evidence. Okay. Press this. Did you find evidence? No, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen. I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, wait. Let me look at our evidence first. Okay. Time of death, 9/5 at 9 p.m. Cause single blunt force trauma. Death is instantaneous. Conversation. Clock, thinker. It's not working. Let's take out the clockwork and put some papers inside. And there's evidence. Okay. Okay. Broken remains of a glass light shard. Broken beyond all recognition. Okay. The murder weapon looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by Mary Butts. Found in Miss May's hotel room, which was a wiretap. Okay, the receipt and the floor plans. We already looked at that. Okay. I think I saw something. Before she died. Death was instantaneous. Yep. Okay. I think this is it. And objection. Again, the way you figure out that you did the right objection is if the music stops. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, detective. Rabble, rabble. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Objection! Mr. Wright. I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after. It was the day after, wasn't it? Yeah, because it was nighttime. It would have been the day after. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham. Oh, everyone's a sham here, huh? The detective is a sham. Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham! How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought... Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, detective. This isn't going to look good in your evaluation next month. What? But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court record. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to remember what voice I gave this one. Witness, your name please. April May, at your service. Wink. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. I don't think that was it. This isn't good. He's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out of the window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. Well, Your Honor? I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Oh, wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? How dare you? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to do emotion. It's a bit difficult. Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Of course I am. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Witness account. Okay. Did anything stand out to me? Let's see. One attacking her. And dodged to one side, but that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Oh, whoops. I probably should have read that part. Let's press on this one. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. She's right. I question the testimony. Because, you know, something's gotta move the story forward. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing or that you're lying. I don't think I could say that you saw nothing because she was there. She saw something, but probably not what she's saying, so you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yeah, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this. I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed the client Maya Fey, you would not have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. You're one to talk. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way on the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rar! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think that all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Witness's testimony. Again. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that statuey clock? Okay, how do you know? How do you know that that was a clock? Everyone else knew that it was a statue. And it took the last, what's it called? The last trial to figure out that it wasn't a statue, it was a clock. So that is suspicious. Well, does the accuracy of my record not startle you, Teehee? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I think I'm gonna go straight to that one statement. Could see everything, the victim, and the girl in the hippie clothes. She hit her with that weapon. That clock. Yep. They don't know that it's a clock. Only we and Mia and Maya. And I think it was this wiretap that told her that it was a clock from this conversation. So, objection. Yep, the music stopped. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this is a clock? This was a clock. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Objection. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you may recall, I caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would have been over. Would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it in the... Okay. I heard it say the time. If I remember correctly. Yep, it's not working. The clock isn't talking right now. You have to take the clockwork out. Okay. So you've been to the law offices of Fei & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fei & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. I don't think so. I don't think it was loud enough to be able to hear it. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have run. Your Honor, members of the court, it is conceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Rabble rabble. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Ooh, Edgeworth. Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty? Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? We already have that evidence because it says so in that recording. And that happened before the trial, the murder. If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. That clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Ho ho! Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proved when the clockwork was removed is right here. I mean the cell phone. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Hey, don't judge. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. I just realized I didn't say that I was live right now. Give me a second. I was muted. Sorry. I was saying, Karu, how's it going? I'm sorry you couldn't hear me that time, but I'm doing fine. I'm playing the second case of Phoenix Wright at the moment. My old boss just got murdered and the accused was her sister, and so now I'm defending that girl, and we're on trial right now. Oh, that's embarrassing. Thank you, Master Jack. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes, because this clock is one of a kind because someone else made it. It was Larry that made it. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Ooh. Oh? Excuse is not on sale today? Oh. What's it to you, Porcupine Head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa there. Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh? Oh, silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Tee-hee. Wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have any opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... are we gonna accuse her of murder? I don't think it's possible for her to get to, from the crime scene to where she was in that quick, because the detective said that he got there in about 3 minutes. And I don't think there's any way she could have killed Mia and then ran back all the way to the hotel and look out the window and call the police. Because, yeah, she would have also had to call... Wait, she called the police after. Let's just say she had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard... Oh yeah, she had the wiretap. She had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I could show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence providing that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
And it was this wiretap. Have a look at this. Oh, that? I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss May? You were tapping the victim Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Well, I just completely butchered that sentence. Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Oh, whoops. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... The proof that the victim said on the phone that is just the thing. Just the phone. Right? I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually there's something I want you to hold on for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Objection! Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused here? The defense demands an answer.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer? It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. You did it, didn't you? Oh wait, I was gonna accuse that she didn't do it. What is it, you little shrimp? Talk to me in that tone of voice, will you? You killed her, didn't you? I don't think she killed her.
Order. There will be order.
What? How can you possibly say that? Are you mad? All I did was a little wiretapping. Oops. So you admit you tapped her phone. But wait. I didn't do anything bad like murder. I'm a good girl. Really? Can you prove it? No way she can prove it. You think you're so smart, Mr. Lawyer? But I can prove it, and I will. Can't be serious. No way. Way, I say. Way. When I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink. Ergo, the witness was not at the scene of the crime or the murder.
So, where does that leave us?
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder.
No, they're going to let her just walk away.
There's no way I could win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well, come on, think of something. Yeah, the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunk in quite low enough already. Objection! I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? You better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? I should accept the condition, because I want to continue the story. Alright. I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Wait.
Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call at 8 p.m. It would have been 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I see. Defense may begin its cross-examination.
Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved in the murder now, Maya will be finished. Cross-examination. Okay, let's look at our evidence again. So that's saying that she may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. This whole thing is talking about how the thinker can't work, doesn't work, that it was a clock. There were papers inside. This thing is just a broken glass. The thinker, yep. Wiretap, receipt, and the floor plans. Okay. I don't think I saw anything. So I'm just gonna press on everything again. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I check Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim?
Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions.
I believe I received a call at 8 in the evening.
Are you sure?
Oh wait. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... Sup? How you doing, Josh? And you as well. How do I say that name? Asnes? How you doing?
Yes, what then?
Oh, there's so many of you. Eligio Estrella III. Hello, mate. Hello. How you doing? Welcome to the stream, everyone. Okay, where was I? Alright, press. 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Yes! I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee. Okay, brought it to her. Let's press on that. Precisely 9 o'clock then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy. Tee. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 p.m. Something like that, sir. I just tried to combine both his voice and that woman's voice. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir. Why should be so particular about that time? Okay. To her herself. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir, as in so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embrasser? What's an embrasser? Embrasser. Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Scandalous. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk, tisk. Finally you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
Can't let this happen, can I? Protest! Objection! Wait, please wait.
Yes? Does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question. Objection! Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all.
Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Room service, I guess? Probably room service. Shit. Can I save? Let me save. Room service. Tell me again about the room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9 o'clock, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for two, you know. And we don't skimp on the ice, sir. What did he say? There's a second person. What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? Da-da-da. I object. That was objectionable.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite indeed. It was the, good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. Caught in 4K, I believe the phrase is. You fool. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, you have just learned of another person involved who may have been with the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping into the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that is not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like that if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart. Amateur. You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. It is I, Kaiba. These accusations are ludicrous.
Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
That is all for today. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned.
Gavel. September 7th, 224 District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Let's see. I think I have been live for about an hour. I'm gonna try and get done with these investigations, and then once we get to the second day of trial, I might end the stream. Here, let me drink water first. Stay hydrated, everyone. Alright. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. Mitten. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, okay. What was that? So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? The man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center right now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. You think she was the one who she was? Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Save. September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not. You stinking lawyer, I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So? What is it you wish to ask me then, hmm? For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Dun, 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 dun. I still remember that music. Okay. Talk that man. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Wiretap. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Ah, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phone is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, hmm? Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Your attitude. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that doesn't, bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer. Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers, or just against me? Okay, I'm getting nothing here. Can I present her with anything? Here's my attorney badge. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost, because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. What's up, man? This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Or maybe he just doesn't get to see a lot of women like Miss May in here. I guess we just move. Where can we go? Let's go back to the offices. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Plant. Mia's favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. You couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. All the cases that the chief worked on are filed here. Are some of the files missing? Nah, I'm imagining things. Nothing else here, I think. Let's keep going. Let's go to Grossberg, huh? Let's go to the Gatewater first. September 7th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. That was the same day. We just got out of court, and now we're already investigating. Not a day has passed. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell at the hotel where the murderer used the wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa. Miss May hasn't been charged with the murder. I too will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Miss May. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. The man with May. I wanted to ask you about the man who is with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'd pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of the man, I'm sure I could identify him. A photo? The hotel. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Okay. What is that? Oh, there's a screwdriver. Please leave that as it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's said to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it. Nice weather again today. I can see the Faye & Co. law offices, of course. Ah, yes. We plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to the kill. Just kidding, sir. By that look in his eye, I'd say he was more than serious. I don't think I can do anything here. I'm sorry. All I could think about during the trial was the hotel. I wasn't paying much attention to the evidence. I don't think I can show this guy anything. Let's go to Grossberg. See what's going on there. The painting that was over there is missing now. Huh. Looks like Grossberg is out again. Out today again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason? Oops. Examine. Oh, hey, a photo. But first, let's look at this. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... I don't remember. Fisherman? Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. Let's look at this. This looks very important. What's this? Old photos? There are 2 lying here. Something's been written on the pencil in the backs. DL6 Incident Exhibit A, DL6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Photograph on the back of the words DL6 Incident Exhibit A are written in pencil. A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should swap photos. I think that one's more important. There's a dude, and then I'm guessing that I go back to the Gatewater and present this as evidence to this guy. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. Fun fact, I had a friend who was a not a bodyguard, he was a guard for the store. It was a policeman. And one of the things that I requested from him was that, can you please handcuff me? So that was the first time I ever had handcuffs on my hands. It was fine. Of course, I couldn't move around or anything. Anyway. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit? Yeah, it is affidavit, isn't it? Affidavit swearing that that's him. An affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this. Yeah, give it to me. Well, sure, why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Bellboy's affidavit describes the man who stayed with Miss May at the hotel at the night of the murder. Hello there. I'm gonna say your name wrong because I don't remember. I don't know if I ever asked you how your name is supposed to be said. Is it Matitre? Okay, let's move around. But anyways, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you. We're playing Phoenix Wright, of course, is the second case. Most people call you Mad? Okay, that's easier to say then. We're playing the second case of the first Phoenix Wright game, and we're doing our second day of investigating. So we were just told that there was a second person on the night of the murder that could be the murderer. And so we're looking into it right now. Where else should I go? Oh, let's go back to the detention center. I think I'm supposed to present the affidavit to her so that she'll talk. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. You're gonna lurk? Yeah, no problem. Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Okay. Affidavit. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with. Who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Ease her fears, push her hard. Let's go with the push. This is it, all or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes. Man, that feels good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man. He's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Bluecorp. Red White? Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder? I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Bluecorp is located? Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Do I get to talk again? Okay, we can go there now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the same painting that was in the other law office. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome! Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name, what's your name? I was just inquirably asking that title that you go by. Right. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably. Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary? What's this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Bluecorp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the wordedly challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You are an attorney, fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes. This guy's arrogance meter's off the scale. Alright, let's talk to him, I guess. Miss May. Miss May is an employee of Bluecorp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear that what she has done. She's done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as a part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's been trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. Night of the murder. On the night of the murder, where were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details. It is time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter. The bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt that you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho! The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys. Playthings for my amusement. Bluecorp. What kind of company is Bluecorp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future, you might say. We are the company of the future. You might say we are the future. Sell information? In just 10 years, I built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Bluecorp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Bluecorp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? Is that a word? Fantabulistic. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes? What might that be? A big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before. Where'd you get it? Where'd you get it? I've seen it before. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple. Or, rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again. Who are you? Huh? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Like that sorry excuse of an attorney, Grody Burger. What? Oof. He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say, I wonder, is that the kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume. Mr. Grossberg's. Yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss. Okay. Hey, you want to see my badge? Would you be kind enough to cease your inane chattering and vacate the premises? Let me put it in language you are sure to understand. Shut up and get out. I have nothing more to say. Okay. Let's go back to Grossberg, I guess. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Ahem! Jumping Jehovahsats! Oh, you! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. Hmm? I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. Let's talk. Actually, hey, do you know who this person is? Sorry, sir, I borrowed this. Ah, so it was you, my boy. Who is this man? It's a long story. I'll be needing that back now. He doesn't want to talk about it for some reason. I better give him back his photograph. Photograph returned to Mr. Grossberg. Okay. Let's talk to him. Oh wait, maybe if I do this? Wait a second. Painting a fisherman. Okay, never mind. Today's trial. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. Your refusal. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Right? No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. Mr. White. So, I paid Bluecorp a visit. Oh? Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg. I have to admit, something's been bothering me. Oh? What is it? You see, it's just... that big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Bluecorp. Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. He's your lovers. Giving you information, he's blackmailing. Probably blackmailing, but... You know what happens if we... I'm just gonna pick that. It's not something I can claim to understand. But you and Mr. White are lovers, aren't you? What? My boy! You sent that painting to him as a sign. As a sign of undying love. My boy, please, you're letting your fancies run away with you. Where do you get these bizarre ideas? I don't understand how you could... That's because I'm not. We're not. Don't be ridiculous.
Enough. I'll swallow my pride and tell you all.
I knew it. They are lovers.
No, we are not lovers. Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Bluecorp is a company that excels in fighting people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying attention to them. I've been paying them for 15 years now.
15 years?
All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed.
The name in the back of the photographs.
As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did.
So that's the connection.
It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible.
Impossible? Why?
He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians.
What?
They are bound, unable to do any harm to themselves.
Unable to do harm to themselves.
And therefore, to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years.
DL6. What is the DL6 incident?
DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium. A spirit medium.
Medium?
Her name was Misty Faye.
Faye?
Indeed. She was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud.
This is what Maya was talking about the other day.
I did all I could for her, and in the end cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident.
Okay. Reason for blackmail. Why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg?
The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him.
You told White?
He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail.
I see.
White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office.
Mia's office?
She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found.
Really? So I guess we're going back to the law offices. It's funny, looking at this room. It seems normal. So normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. The bookcase, maybe? All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? DL6, I'm assuming? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. Fucking hell. Phoenix. A, B, F, Misty Faye. That's me and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Read it. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. Leaving these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... and the record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. Let's look again. Look for a red white. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this. Skim it. I guess Phoenix didn't like my decision there. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part's here, at the end in S. Suicide. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Newspaper clipping added to the court record. Okay. Am I supposed to show it to him? Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Take a look at this. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia. She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word, White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong, what is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. I almost said Maya. Secretary's office. Hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're right or you're wrong? You're wrong. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it! Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's phone. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see.
and thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but he could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer, man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor? I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police, now. Beep. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make you look competent. I feel faint. Oh. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Butts! Harry Butts! Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. September 8th, 3:37 Detention Center. Visitors room. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It was all thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you? I explained what happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... Help me break out of here. Right, okay, listen up. I want you to help me break out of here. You mean a jailbreak? Yeah, tonight's our only chance. Alright. Huh? Oh, I'd better get a hacksaw while the stores are still open. Oh, and a rope ladder, and a getaway car. Can you drive? Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know that you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times have changed. Yeah, with crime it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. Okay, to be continued.
which I think brings us to the end of the investigation for today, and thus the end of today's stream. I'm gonna go ahead and save. Okay. Let's go back to the wrap. Okay, so this is going to be the end of the stream today. We got to a pretty good place, I guess. I think this is actually the last day of trial. After that, we'll head on to the third episode. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you everyone for coming. It's nice to have people here. Sorry, I'm still getting used to ending these streams. I'll think of something someday. But for now, this is Joshua Kujou, and I'll be clocking out. Oh, Aspro! You made it? No, I'm sorry, but it's the end of the stream. Let me put a BGM here real quick. I can't see it, never mind. Wait, is it eternally loading? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, you're too late. I just finished. Oh, whoa, the chat is I'll have to fix that later. It's too late. I'm sorry. You can catch me next time. I don't know when I'll be playing this exact game. Maybe actually next week is my certification test, so I probably won't stream that day. Sunday I might though. Don't cry. It's okay, there's always next time. Okay, so I am going to end it right here. Thank you everyone. Have a good day. This is Joshua Kujou clocking out.